Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 4. We are in Crossbell and we are about to head off to Ursula Road just to check up on a few things over there. But before we can do that, of course, we've got to do our rounds, because people are standing in different locations, meaning they have different texts, and when they have different texts, I want to hear them. So that's what we're going to do now. So I thought, where can we best start? Station Street is where we need to be, because that's how we get out onto the road, Ursula Road. So we start at Central, do our round, and back here and go out. I don't know if we can do it in one episode, but we're gonna start and see how far we can get. Where is it? I can't find my brother's brooch. Ah, so that's why you've been retracing your steps. Time for the junior SSS to do their stuff. Hey, is it just me, or have we had more cases like this lately? Yeah, I thought that too. People are losing important things left and right all of a sudden. It's really weird. Oh, it's nothing. We'll handle it. Finding lost items is our specialty. Wanna help us look? Yeah. Yeah, they're nice kids. But could it be that because of the, let's just say, black mist, because of the Twilight Curse, that people are forgetting about things? Because they're altering their perspective on certain subjects? Or is someone else, let's say, stealing stuff without people knowing it? Hey, you can leave this place to us. We're the junior SSS. Finding lost stuff is no problem for us. We'll keep the town safe until you get back. It's the least we can do. I heard Talisi is leaving to go help the army too. We should go see him off when we're finished here. Yeah, let's do it. Mailing's counting on us too. Well, the entire town is counting on you too. At times like these, I really admire the resolve of the Imperial Defense Force. You can tell their patriotism is the real thing. That's how it's all to be. An army needs heart. Yes, and bodies. Oh, speak of McDowell's passing, all kinds of legislators later to put more checks and limits on the state. At this point, he won't be able to stop the war, so I guess he's doing whatever he can. He's turning 74 this year, I think. Even with the help he gets from his granddaughter, he must have a ton of willpower to keep working this long. I don't know if it's willpower or just a feeling of responsibility towards the people of Crossbell, to be the backbone they need in this crazy situation. Moral backbone, of course. Hey, there are barely any tourists these days. Barely anyone to give balloons to. I keep asking myself, how did this happen? How did we let it happen? Well, it was a curse. I think that's the best way to describe it. Ah, come to think of it, you only ever talk about Rufus these days. Is Ariel's not your type anymore? Well, I mean, it's hard to stay passionate about a guy when I haven't seen him in like forever. Besides, I've been way more into Prince Cedric these days. Oh, nice. He's so dreamy. I never see Ariels around town anymore. Whoever branded him a criminal has a lot to answer for. Totally. Prince Cedric is pretty dreamy. And he's a dick. But that's a personal opinion. Alright, I first want to talk to everyone outside before we head into a building. Well, even if Erebonia wins the war, Crossbell economy is going to take time to recover. Man, just thinking about it, this feels wrong. Well, sometimes when something feels wrong, doesn't mean it is. Well, working at the RF factory ain't bad, but they gotta get out there where the real men are. But first, I gotta eat. Well, I'm totally stoked to put my life on the line for the sake of our glorious empire. Time to throw myself into my training. Gotta be all I can be. Yeah, he probably saw the videos and thought, I need to be like that. The man of the people. Meow. Well, I remember that they're heroes, but for some reason, I still can't remember their names. I think it was Boyd, Nellie, Theo, and Andy? No, that doesn't sound right. Yeah. the curse is doing its thing, its purpose. Just to make sure. Oh yeah, we did talk to him. Well, all this talk of war led to a lot more people checking out my wares. Rank amateurs for the most part. Same thing happened during the whole independence mess. But I run a respectable business here. I won't just sell to anyone. If they're so desperate for some weapons, they should join the army instead of waiting to be drafted. Well, that's just a joke, but the truth is, they ain't fit to hold a weapon without this sort of determination. Yeah, and on that front, I did update all the equipment, the weapons and the armor. I went for the speed and evade, because those are the stats that I like. I didn't buy all the additional accessories that are mainly for trading at the end once we have everything. So we gotta make sure we don't forget, once we're done with Ursula, and we go back, when we head towards the Singularity, which I think we still have a trial chest somewhere along the line, that we do go back here and buy those things. There are like 3 things. It is 8,000, 24 and 3,400. So it's a lot of money. But I think once we have Ursula done, and we did a few things in that region, we should have enough money or sepith that we can buy all those things. And will there be a shop later on with Becky or something to buy the things that we missed? Highly likely, but I don't want to risk it. Not just yet. First I want to make sure that I know if we can have access to it or not. And I think we'll be fine, but if we can, let's just do it. You know, I've been getting offers from Class VII to buy this place. The figure I quoted was crazy high, but I turned them down. They pointed out I might not be able to keep up my employees to have to join the army. Can't say they're wrong about that, but the most of our major shareholders are in Le Mans and Liberal. I figure we can trust them to do the right by us, if it comes to that. Maybe, but these are crazy times. Well, I was planning on getting a part-time job, so I could buy all the horrible gadgets I wanted after my school life settled down. Now I have to throw all that away to join the army? This has to be some kind of joke. At least I'll be earning money though. As long as I can make it home alive, I might still get to buy that horrible camera I've been dreaming of. Yeah, if I wanted extra money, I wouldn't do it in the army, but that's me personally. Oh my, these survival goods are a real bargain. I should buy some just in case. I like the look of this orbital radio, but what color should I go for? Red or pink to go with the dress? Black, blue, yellow? Oh, there's so many to choose from. Buy one of each. The boss really loves this store. He used to run it all on his own, and wasn't always the best term in Wendy either. But now he's got more time to make plans and think about all new ways he can help customers. I'm so stoked to be working for such a considerate guy. Yeah, and like this, the rider goggles, very expensive. But we also have master quartz, we also need we need money. We're a bit low on that. Even Oscar got pulled in for the draft. I never pictured that one coming. But it's hard times for everyone. We all got to do whatever we can to make things a little bit better, right? Definitely right. And I also, of course, upgraded the weapons here at her store. Easy to do. Well, look at the time. I should be getting back to my training. Don't want the CEO to chew me out for being late again. Oh, you definitely don't want to do that. Because if he doesn't like you, and you just be late all the time, he's gonna make you a target. And you definitely don't want to do that. Alright, let's see what's going on there in a minute, because it feels like he's being arrested or deported or something like that. They might see him as an intelligence officer because of all the hate towards Calvarians. We'll see in a bit. Well, it's strange. I haven't been able to get any hold of any ketchup lately. My meals feel so barren without it. Ah, come to think of it, that stuff's made in Calvard. Ah, the shortest makes sense then. Eating products made by the enemy would just be unpatriotic. Well, and the fact that it's almost impossible to import it right now. Oh, Even getting goods from the Republic wasn't a problem that long ago. If you had the right connections, that line of supply is totally dried up now. But it's not all bad. It's getting a lot easier to import stuff from the other 8 metropolis cities. Yeah, but that's why they came up with the metropolis plan. Just to make that part at least a bit easier. Oh, I can't say I'm in favor of the war, but it's a reality. I can't do anything to change it. I'm trying not to overthink it. I mean, what are the chances of the fighting actually reaching town? A lot bigger than you think it is. Mr. Southwark, we've been ordered to detain you for the duration of the war. From this moment forth, you'll be treated as a prisoner of war. Do you have any questions? Huh? I thought I was allowed a 1-day reprieve. Oh, that's right. He still needs time to think. Is this woman your partner? Don't tell me you were planning to leave together and seek asylum in a neutral country. Oh, no, that's not it. Let me make myself clear. You have 2 options remaining. Stay and be detained as His Majesty's pleasure with the other POWs. Refuse and you'll be shipped back to Calvert by force. I know it's a hard decision to make, but we've given you all the time we can. You'll only make it worse by stringing it out any longer. Leave or remain? Which will it be? Alright, I've decided. I'll stay. You can take me to the detainment center. Only, can you give me a moment to say goodbye? Make it quick. Oh, Southwark. Janetta. Well, what can you do? Whoa, they're being pretty rough with him. Yeah, I don't like it. Be that as it may, we can afford to interfere here. That is true. Cause then all eyes would be on them, and that would definitely be a bad thing at the moment. I'm sorry, Janetta. I promise I'll return someday. I know. I'll be right here to welcome you back when you do. Nothing is here, folks. Move along, move along. Fine. Still think it's a shitty situation though. It sounds obvious, but we're getting more and more customers with ties to the military. What with all the requisitioning of supplies, our sales have gone through the roof. Getting that promotion going would be a cinch for me. Yeah, he only sees dollar signs. Or technically mirror signs. Well, I'm from Mepharia originally. I went home for a while when Crossbell got its independence. It was good to see my family and tell them I was safe, but it felt like running away. So I came back. This is my home now, and I'm staying put. It's the least I can do for all the friends I have here. I need to pay them back for all they've done for me over the years. Yeah, true. Stay true to your friends, and it's the best thing you can do. Well, it was a real surprise, hearing that they were putting the 3rd and 4th Division in charge of protecting our homeland. Shouldn't be a problem though. They just got to watch and learn from the 1st and the 2nd. We know a thing or two about defending the capital. The 2nd Division skills are a whole different level, and we'll prove it out in the field. You do that. Well, I really want to get more people excited about my products, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Oh well, nothing I can do about it now. The best I can do is go back to Le Mans and make use of the sales data I managed to gather here. Next time I come here, I'll have a brand new lineup to appeal to cross-balance. Oh, definitely, I could use some new stragglers when you come back. Oh, the soldiers that come to this store are so full of themselves. Of course, I'm grateful that they have their protection, but I still don't like the way they walk around like they own the place. Yeah, Crossbell's changed a lot these last couple of years. Some of those changes have been pretty extreme. It's exhausting trying to keep up. Yeah, especially if you're older, then you already are lingering to things you know of the past. And now that the future is not that bright, you even think more fondly of those days. Back in my youth, I moved here from Erebonia. I thought I'd have more freedom that way. But the Empire's really tightened its control of Crossbell lately. Sometimes I wonder if I'm better off than before. I don't plan on leaving though. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Very, very true. Doesn't mean it's gonna be a nice time though. Oh, the demand for goods from the Republic hasn't died down at all. Unfortunately, we were forced to discontinue every last of our Calvadian products. There aren't any plans to order more anytime soon either. I always thought fashion was so universal language. I feel so powerless now. Well, the war is just starting, so it sounds maybe a bit harsh, but get used to it. It's gonna get rougher before it gets better. Alright, let's go for the restaurant. My head is full of ideas for a new menu already. I know exactly what my signature price piece will be. Pasta served with vegetables from the Ursula Road and garnished with the Bracken Monkey Bracken. Say what now? Is he gonna use monster meat in it? That stuff looks kinda funky, but I've heard they're perfectly edible if prepared correctly. I bet people will be lining up to get a taste. I wouldn't be too sure. It's going back to his old ways, isn't it? When he made funky purple clad dishes that people just weren't that into. Yum yum yum. Speaking of McDonald's working around the clock to help improve Crossbell, or so they say. Unfortunately, his efforts haven't borne any fruit as of yet. I still have to admire him though, negotiating with the Governor General to try to make things better for us regular citizens. But will all that be enough? Even if all of us get behind him, I have a feeling it'll take something more to actually get the government's attention. Possibly. Definitely a possibility. Oh, that's Salteo! Here I thought he was finally showing some improvement, and he turns around and makes another weird dish. Perhaps this time it won't taste so bad. He has a tendency to rely too heavily on appearance and novelty. Yeah, I know he is. Well, like I said, he learned a lot in the kitchen, so maybe he can balance the taste now a little bit better than before? We sincerely hope so. Not for him, but for his customers. Oh, I can't settle down with all these Imperial soldiers around. They all look so fierce and they're always watching us. At least I can still spend time in cafe without feeling like a prisoner. Wait, where are you? Oh, the journalist Grace from the Crossbell News Service eats here from time to time. She's always so full of energy, running all over the city, looking for juicy stories. Crossbell may have changed a lot, but not her. Watching her go at it just like she always done is kind of comforting. Sure, there's a lot of bad stuff happening in the world right now, but I won't let it get me down. Good attitude to have, especially in hard times like these. Alright, I think that's it for Central Square. Shall we go east? The way we can also have a little bit of a quick catch up with Yuna's family. Oh, there's nothing but doom and gloom in the news these days. Feels like Crossbell's losing its spirit. So much has happened in the past few years, I don't know what to believe in anymore. About the only time I can truly relax is when I'm enjoying some of these finely baked goods. Yeah, well, Brad will always be there. Oh wow, is that you, Shiruru? When did you get back? I was so worried, I haven't heard from you in so long. Yeah, I've been traveling, I had a blast. I brought you back some souvenirs. Oh, what a relief, you're just as laid back as ever. Well, it's good to see you haven't changed, welcome back. Thanks, Katerina, it's good to see you too. I saw Ryu and his friends running around town a while back. I guess they're still doing their patrols. As a sister, I can't help being concerned about him. Well, they're trying to do good, and the authorities might not like that they use the name SSS, but what they're doing helps them too. Oh, Chihiru's never let the politics stop her from traveling wherever she wants. It was the same when Crossbell got annexed. But now she's finally back home. Oh, I'm so happy to see her again. We haven't got up in almost half a year. I wonder what kind of places he got to explore this time. Ooh, me too actually. Is there a book we can buy like The Adventures of Chihiru? 10 times I got arrested. I slept like a log. Flora came back for a little, then headed off to the hospital again. I still need to sit down and talk with her properly. I haven't had the chance to tell her that, well, I'm joining the war as a field surgeon. To be honest, I hate the idea of taking orders from the Empire, but even if they hadn't asked, I'd have to wanted to do this anyway. Crossbell didn't want this war. I can't stand by and watch his citizens get hurt. Yeah, a noble way of looking at it. And I think I said it last time as well, or when we hit the last rounds, that even if he really didn't want to, he could still be drafted through conscription to, well, join the war, but then as a soldier. Maybe this is the better of the two? Oh, maybe some speech will be a good souvenir. I'm still pretty down about all this, but Artelis was asking to help the soldiers. When I visited him this morning, he was getting ready to go. So, you heard about it too, Mom. Something like this, and just so... Well, things have been tough for everyone here. Some have been conscripted, and so many people look pale and drawn. There are several I haven't seen lately too. Your father's always so busy too. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't think of other things to talk about. We're fine. The neighborhood is working together, so most things are covered. I heard from Louise that you've been busy. Come back soon. It's a delight to see you all so well. Okay, Mom. We'll be heading out now. We'll be fine as well. Please, don't worry too much, ma'am. Yeah, we'll make sure we're fine, no matter what. There's no need to fear. The Ashen Chevalier is here. Hey, no fair. It's my turn to be the Ashen Chevalier this time. What's going on here? They're playing Ashen Chevalier. It's a popular game amongst the children in this town. Well, I know that the government gave him that name against his will, but it's nice to see these kids regard him as the hero that he is. Why are you guys staring at us like that? Louise looked really happy when she saw us playing this too. What's it with grown-ups like about this so much? Oh, nothing. We just like to see you having fun. Just don't get carried away, okay, and hurt yourself. You too? We know. You be careful too, Yuna. We'll definitely try. Yep, no one else here. Okay, let's go. Let's go to Resins. We'll shoot end this area with the news station, since we have seen a marking there. It's going to be an optional quest. Oh, my husband was taking umbrage at something Mrs. Nova said against him again. At this rate, those two will never stop fighting. I can bear to see a former statesman filtering away his time with Crossbell in such dire straits. I cannot believe this. That blasted Mrs. Nova completely dismissed my orbital network skills. I wish someone would inform her just how impressive her skill touch typing is. If she ever starts using the net, haha, you can bet I won't be teaching her a damn thing. Yeah, they really don't like their neighbor. I don't think I can state that enough. Oh, there's this girl, Sully, who lives up on the 3rd floor. I mistook her for a boy the first time I saw her. She's so rough and vulgar, and she's always stomping around like she has someplace to be. Her wardrobe's nothing to write home about, either. How did a ruffian like her end up living in a classy place like this? Fate. And a little bit of luck. Just the other day, that trivial old curmudgeon Levick has raving on and on about his skill with that horrid orbital network. That may be impressive for commoners, but that's nothing something I need to be made aware of. That network is nothing more than a little toy. My vacation home is in Michelin has far more value. Hey, if this is the dawn of the internet, now is the time to get in, and you can make a lot of money that way. Just like people did with the internet when it just came out. See an opportunity and do something with it. Yeah, because if you are the first and it's a hit, you're the one that's going to profit a lot of it. Today's lunch came out great. Better get this over to Arkansas. This time of day, Sully will be starving. I can tell her the laundry's done while I'm at it. Are you related to Sully? Who, me? Oh, I wish. No, I'm just a caretaker here. Sully is all on her own now, so I pitch in with her housework every now and then. So she was living with someone else before? Oh yeah, she and Miss Ilya lived together until the accident. We're all just waiting on her to recover at this point. Someone's practicing around the clock to live up to Ilya's expectations. Oh, and having a bunch of fans swarming this place could be a disaster, so don't tell anyone this is where she lives, alright? Our lips are sealed. Wow, I heard someone in Arcasil lived here, but who knew Sully and I were neighbors? I did. I paid attention. Yeah, but that's okay. And I do hope that at some point we'll see Ilya again. And I mean, not in a wheelchair or anything or in bed, but actually walking around. She doesn't need to perform or anything. No martial arts skills or something like that. I just want to see her just do her normal thing. Walking, for instance. That would be very amazing. My idea for the new brand I'm making for the final purebred competition is just about finalized. It just came together when I thought about what I learned in my 2 years here. It's great to have the chance to bring together everything you've learned and put your skills on display. It seems you're really downplaying what may be his culinary masterpiece. I think your bread's going to be amazing, Oscar. So the bake-off is in 2 weeks from now, the same day I depart for war. It would be incredible if you could stop by, but only if you have the time, of course. We will definitely try. Oh yeah, if it's up to me, I'll definitely be here. Well, it looks like you're going to be heading out again, huh? Have you already had lunch? An empty stomach can be the worst enemy, so make sure you eat up. Yes, we still went to... Ooh, crunchy man bun. Nice. I can't believe Oscar already has an idea for his new dish. At this rate, I'd lose him again. I have to do something. I don't want it to end like this. Seeing him off without doing anything is something I'd hate to do. Oh, Bennett. Juna, I decided. This will be the final purebred competition. I'm going to put everything I have into beating Oscar. That's the spirit, Bennett. We've had the opportunity to help you out in the past, so please, allow us to cheer for you now as well. Thank you. I'm going to do it this time. I've never gotten one up on Oscar. I can't even count how many times I've cried myself to sleep over it. But I'm going to channel all of that frustration into revenge. Don't know if that's the way to go about it, but hey, you do you. Time to get to work on our first batch of the afternoon. Bennett's finally starting to feel better. That's the way things go sometimes. You can get hung up on it. If you ask me, the best thing would be for everyone to get their feelings out in the open. That's not any of my business though. I think he knows Bennett's true feelings, and it's not about Brad. At least I don't think so. I think it's more about her feelings for Oscar than anything else. And I can be very dense, so if I can notice it, I'm sure other people can too. Do you really have to go, Daddy? Well, I'm afraid so, Momo. Mommy and I talked about it and decided that's what Daddy needs to do right now. But I'll be fine. I won't actually have to fight anyone. So I'll come home safe and sound. Okay, but be careful, alright? Bring some medicine with you just in case. And don't drink the water without boiling it first or you could get sick. My, when did you get so grown up, Momo? I'll follow your advice to the letter. And you make sure to take care of Mommy for me, okay? So sweet. She used to be so shy, but Momo's really starting to get more confidence in herself. My little girl's growing up. I'm so proud, not a little lonely, given what's to come. And there's no way of knowing when this war will end. I only hope our family will be together again someday. Oh, I genuinely hope so too. Oh, Telly's put up so much work into finding new lines of supply. But now with the trains out of commission, we're mostly relying on trucks for transport. Oh, I have a lot to learn before Telly's leave for the camp. I could have asked Harold for advice, but if he was still around. Yeah, Harold is already onwards to the camp, isn't he? If we can help them in any way they need, we'll do our best, as always. I'm organizing info from council meetings predating the annexation of Crossbell. Now to get them in order. Let's see. Last one was 1204. Sorry, I spaced out for a minute there. Come on, Pete, get yourself together. That was a strange reaction. It's complicated. A lot of people have mixed feelings about what happened back then. Even so, that reaction did seem a little unnatural. I've got myself a dream job I'm working towards. There's someone I really look up to. I want to help this town's citizens just like he did. That's why I've got to throw myself into my work and my studies. Something to look up to? Come to think of it, this building used to be Greenwood Law Office. I wonder too. Well, Grace has been covering political economics, and Rean is writing pieces about the military. The two of them have the potential to turn out great articles. It's a crying shame that we're so understaffed they can't work together. Guess it'll be a while until we can see that team in action again. Yeah, and hopefully it will be on better terms, like a war that's not longer happening anymore. Oh, hello there, Class VII. I hear you've been getting yourself into trouble again. Oh, you know about it already. You probably have Jonas Sacred to thank for that. Oh, hey, every good journalist needs reliable sources. Anyway, sorry to bother you when you're so busy, but I have a favor to ask. It would really mean a lot to me if the famous Class 7 could lend me a hand. With what, may I ask? Sound like this is gonna be a pain. Oh, it's like this. I work on a pretty important piece right now, and I'm way too busy to get all the information I need on my own. So, maybe you could go ask around for me? I'll make it worth your while. After accepting the quest, you will not be able to leave the city until it's completed. Of course, we can always help a friend in need. What type of information? We can assist. Oh, I need some response to these opinion surveys. We're looking for responses from Cosbellans, recent immigrants from Erebonia, and military personnel aren't our target audience here. Oh, recent immigrants from Erebonia and military personnel aren't our target here, okay. Mainly from former Cosbellans. Oh, and the big question is, what do you think of the national mobilization law? What? Oh, there's no way you'll be allowed to write about that. Oh, you're probably right. But I can get around it. There's no need to spell out the results directly. I can just hint at them. But besides, we're kind of curious about what the people in really think. Is that so? Don't know if anyone from Erebonia is gonna like what you're trying to do here. Not to mention, Crossbow will be right near the front lines if the war breaks out. Oh, how would we go about conducting the survey, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, just get out on the street and ask anyone who's willing to talk. Mention you're with the Crossbow Times and we still have some credibility here. Oh, I've already covered the West Street myself. So if you could go ask around Central Square, the Entertainment District, East Street and the Harbor District, you'd be perfect. Oh, I need 10 responses total. 2 from East Street and the Harbor District, 3 from Central Square and the Entertainment District. Got it. We'll head out now. So we just need a sample of 2 or 3 people from each of the 4 districts. That shouldn't be too difficult. Remember, we can only ask people who are originally from Crossbell. Alright. I guess we'll just have to get out there and have a look around. Do you want to go back to Central Square? Because West Street is the one that she already did, so we're not going to find anybody here. I don't think so, no. And I'm curious to see what we actually need to do to get those people to go with us. Ooh. Come to think of it, you only ever talk about Rufus these days. Is Arius not your type anymore? Oh, it's hard to stay passionate about a guy I haven't seen in so long. Also, I mean, kind of in Prince Cedric now. Oh, nice. These two seem like they're off in their own little world, but they're locals. Hey there, ladies. I'm doing a survey for the Crossbow Times. You think you could help me out? The group pulled Pruna and Lina Lee on whatever or not they agreed with the national mobilization law. Yeah, well, I like the Governor General and the Prince and all, but that's not really the issue here. Since they passed the law, I've been like on edge all the time. Everyone has. I'm super against it. Yeah, but I heard Rufus was involved in that German what's-it thing, so... Put me down as a... I don't know. Thanks, see you around. Okay, that's one against and one undecided. Alright, well, those are definitely results. Even if Erebonian wins the war, Crossbell's economy is going to have time to recover. Man, just thinking about this way feels wrong. That guy's a local by the looks of it. Excuse me, do you have time to answer a few questions for the Crossbell Times? The group polled Ralph and whether or not he agreed with the national mobilization law. Oh, are you even allowed to ask questions like that? It's not threatening or anything? Well, I do think it's going to have an adverse effect on the economy. Just the other day, a colleague of mine got conscripted. That's one less employee at our office and still a ton of work to do. Given the circumstances, I can see why things have turned out as they are. But in the end, I'm still opposed to the whole idea. Thanks, that's very helpful. That's one against. Alright, good. I think that's it for here. Now, which street shall we go first? We already did west, of course. I think I've picked my street. I got plenty of new connections to the Business Owners Association. So far, it has been my business a lot of good though. Times are tough for everyone. The only choice I have left is to sell my goods myself. When I first started out, I was full of big ideas on how to boost my village economy. I should have known better. At this point, I doubt I'll even be able to turn a profit, but I have to at least give it a shot. It's my duty as the village future chief. Well, with all the things they're doing there and building around your village, I don't know if you're gonna be a mayor later on. A friend of mine got drafted a while back, but apparently they're giving him some pretty hefty compensation for his service. From the sound of it, he's living the good life now. I'm a little jealous. This guy looks like a local. Hey buddy, what were at the Crossbell Times? Might I take a little survey for us? Oh, a group polled Roland and whether or not he agreed with the national mobilization law. Well, that law did introduce the military stipend, so... yeah. When I think about it that way, it doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all. Ah, damn it. It's already got to him. Thanks. See ya. That's one for... Definitely. Alright. Oh phew, that's all the meetings for this morning finished. My thanks, Roy. I'm sorry to leave all the scheduling up to you. Oh, no, that's fine. I'm glad I could help. Speaking of which, we've got a message from the government. It's probably something about the little donation we made. The chairman of St. Ursula's Hospital has requested a consultation as well. Ah, I see. Well, I think we can fit in another meeting today, don't you? You can, and apparently you will. Alright, so for now, I'm gonna leave it here. I know we haven't finished off each street, but I don't think we will be able to finish on time today, so I'm gonna continue that on the next one. So after that, we're gonna go to the harbor. Also checking the RF building, and then making our way to the entertainment district, which then should be the last area we need to go to. So let's see how far we can get on the next one. But for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. No. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye bye.